Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to the Monday recap on a PAX Wednesday South. Totally just botched that intro, but you guys are used to that by now. Anyways, really excited. In this vlog, we're going to talk about the PAX South recap. It was a top tier PAX for sure. Really enjoyed it. We're going to get into that in a second. But first, I want to talk about how excited I am tonight for our next episode of Shooting Stars Live, because we're going to be interviewing Wolves at My Door. Really excited about that. He's a really nice guy, has a great community, and I think this show is going to be a lot of fun. There's a few twists and turns planned, and if you guys want to check him out, be sure to he's on YouTube and Twitch at twitch.tv/wolves at my door and youtube.com/wolves at my door if you guys want to get a little information, a little history, a little background on him before you guys tune into the show tonight at 7 p.m. on our Twitch channel. So really excited. It's episode 3. We're going to see how Wolves, or I call him Jay, see how he stacks up against Mathis and KY or Speedy in the Shooting Stars Ultimate Challenge. But this is not the promo for Shooting Stars Live. Just want to remind you guys that that's tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. So this past weekend, from Thursday to Sunday morning, I was at PAX South. And this was the first time, and it may not seem like a big deal, and it is, but it isn't. But this first time I got a media pass thanks to Lashes, who is my channel manager at Polaris, which, by the way, I'm going to put this on the back. Whenever I come back from a con, I usually just put it around Bruce Wayne's neck back here. I don't know if you guys can see him, but there it is. But anyways, so it may not seem like a big deal, but it kind of is to me. I mean, it's like a little deal, but it's a big deal to me. Because you can get into the floor an hour early before it actually opens, so you actually get a chance to go around and see everything that you want to see, minus all the hordes of people. And so in terms of covering games and getting, try to find that diamond in the rough, or something that you've seen online but you may not have been excited about, but when you get to see it in person, it's different. So that was really cool that allowed me to do that and get in there and really get a chance to see a little bit more than I normally would because of the time. And speaking of those two games, so really I got a chance to check out a bunch of games, but there are two that really stood out to me. The first one that I had a chance to play was a game called Overland, and it's being produced by Finjin. And there's been like one article released on it by Polygon, but essentially what it is, it's like a survival themed game, but in an XCOM style with a really unique art style. And it was really cool. I had a chance to play that for about 10-15 minutes and talk to the lead developer. And it was cool. I'm really looking forward to when that comes out. So that was one of the two highlights for me. The second game I really enjoyed playing, it was by Tiny Build, the same studio that published Punch Club. They didn't create Punch Club, but they published it. And I believe it's called The Final Stop. It's like a train-based survival type game, which is like, sounds really weird, but it's like it's mixed with survival and management in a like 2D pixel style. It's really cool. Those are the two that I had the most fun with. Those are the two that hopefully when they come out, or around when they come out, we get a chance to cover them on the channel. Outside of that, PAX South really was a completely different feel than I'd been to East and Prime before, both of which are really big. Prime, of course, being massive, and East is still really big. But PAX South was really cool because it was in downtown San Antonio, so you could really walk everywhere. In terms of where our hotel was, you ended up staying with Mathis, we could walk everywhere. And so you'd run into people, you could walk, to all the parties. It wasn't really very disjointed. And it was also probably, if I had to guess, probably a third the size of PAX East. So it just made things a lot more like close. I felt like I had a chance to see more people and meet more people, and that was, to me, that's what made this a really awesome PAX. The Twitch party was a lot of fun. Normally when you go to these parties, it's like really loud music and you can't hear each other. And at least in this Twitch party, compared to previous ones, it was divided. There was like more of a quiet room. It was still kind of loud, but you could have a conversation. And then there was the really loud area. But yeah, I had a chance to meet up with, some of my friends online and meet some people the first time. I saw like GQ, Bad News Baron, had a chance to catch up with JP, met someone named Ashley. She's super nice and watched the stream, and she also streams. Met Maggie Crone, finally got a chance to meet Bacon Donut, and of course, like Cobalt. So there's, I'm leaving a lot of people out, and I don't mean to do that, but just met so many people that were really nice. And then, so there's like the Twitch side of things, and then the flip side, ended up doing some cool stuff with Polaris. First of which, I had a chance to sit down and actually meet and talk with my channel manager, and she's awesome. Bethany, she's she's awesome. She really just made the really everything kind of go around and really took care of us. And so I ended up doing two things for Polaris. I played this like kind of improv game, and then also did a quick interview. That'll be up, I think, on the Polaris channels, I think, in the next couple weeks. So as soon as those are, I'll drop the links and probably a vlog video. But I had a chance to meet some other people that are with Polaris, like 8-Bit H and El Chess Breach and Zero Period Productions, and of course Lashes. So just really had a chance to really connect and meet with similar people, because, you know, in my day-to-day life, you connect with people online, you play games online, but to sit down and talk about, you know, what's going on in their worlds and how they approach things, it's just really good creatively to sit down and, you know, pick each other's brains and meet. It was just a really overall just such a positive experience. Had a lot of fun at PAX South. And then, of course, you know, I had mentioned before, I ended up staying with Mathis. We hung out a bunch. That was always good to catch up with him. He did destroy my face. We played a little Magic the Gathering. He 3-0'd me, but we're not going to get into that. So, yeah, I had a good time with him. It was cool. We hung out, and it was just like I said, just as a whole, really enjoyed the experience. It's really, really positive. And then Sunday morning, I left early, and on the flight both there and back, I played Tharsis on my laptop. And I hate the game, but I just want to beat it. Like, it's to the point where I've gotten like 1 or 2 stops away from Mars. I just want to see the ending. And you could be like, well, Dan, why don't you just go on YouTube and see how it ends or see the story? I just want to beat it, but I'm at the point where like I'm over the game, but I'm still playing just because I want to see the end of the story. Outside of that, recap what's going on the channel. Yesterday, 2 days ago, Fallout 100 hit the channel. I think it was yesterday. It might have been yesterday. Anyways, Fallout 100 hit the channel, and I did something a little different. There's some edited segments in there. I had some fun with that, so it took a little bit longer to get out. Star Citizen has been doing well on the channel. Oh, that's also bringing me up. Had a chance. Speaking of Star Citizen, I had a chance to meet Disco Lando, who's like the community manager, one of the community managers for Star Citizen. Really nice guy. Glad I had a chance to meet him as well. So there's some Star Citizen stuff, Punch Club, and I'm really looking forward to this week. XCOM comes out, I believe, Thursday or Friday? I think Thursday. I think tomorrow. So I will definitely be doing a series on that, and as long as you guys are enjoying that, I'll continue to do that. One of the things I'm definitely extremely watchful of, and maybe more so than ever before, is seeing how things are doing on the channel. So something like, Punch Club is something that I didn't really expect to do well on the channel, and it's done well, and on top of it, I'm having a lot of fun playing it, so that's going to continue. But something like Darkest Dungeon just didn't, for whatever reason, this is the second time we've tried it on the channel. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are watching that, so I may do one more episode of that just to test the waters. But that's just how it's going to go. Even if it's something I really enjoy playing, I guess that's the exception. If it's something like I'm obsessed with, of course I'm going to play it, but it's going to be that balance. Because I don't want to put stuff on the channel that you guys don't want to watch. And then, of course, I get a lot of questions about Tekkit, and really the best thing to do for that, and I'm not asking you guys to troll Mathis, but just tweet Mathis and ask him. It's to the point, like, that's the only series that is out of my control in terms of how much I can produce it. And it's just a matter of really just figuring out with him if he wants to continue it and his schedule. He's busy. But I'm still into it, and so just tweet at Mathis Games and just say, hey, blame Mathis, and then we'll see what happens. So outside of that, Wolves at My Door is going to be on tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Dan Gheesling. Super excited. Set it on go to your phone, set an alarm, whatever, add it to your Google Calendar. Hope to see you guys there for sure. It's going to be a good show. Let's go ahead and get in the channel numbers this week. Last week we had 29.6 thousand views. This week we're 26.6. So those went down a little bit. Let me add that minus there. Last week we had 1,395 likes. This week we had 1,079, so those went down. Comments last week were 382. This week there were 333, so those went down. However, last week the new subscribers were 117. This week they went up to 142, which leads us into our commenter of the week, I believe is his. I need to count this. 1, 2. I think this is your third. Third time commenter of the week, because it was just something that really was helpful in reminding. So when I was in San Antonio, I left my Detroit Lions hat there, the one that you guys have seen me wear from time to time, and it was a gift to me. If it was just a hat, which I really like that. If it was just a hat, it's one thing. I'd just get another one. It was given to me as a gift. I left it there, and I'm like, I'm never going to get it back. And then I read this message or this comment from Anthony says, "All right, Peter, Detroit Lions hat. It's been with us for a long time. You have my condolences." And that comment propelled me to say, hey, you know what? It may be gone, it may be lost, but not forever. So I actually reached out and looked on the website of the hotel I went at, which, you know, I don't know if I did. I don't know if I expected them to incinerate it or whatnot, but I emailed them, got in touch with the hotel. They have the hat, and they're sending it to me. So, Anthony, I have to say, man, if I didn't read that comment, I probably wouldn't have taken that extra step. So, you saw the commenter of the week. I believe it's your third time. Don't get mad if it was more than your third time and I forgot, though. Anyways, thank you guys so much for continuing to support and watch the channel. I have a ton of fun with it. And, you know, when you spend a weekend completely immersed in people that do this for a living, you know, because this is obviously, you know, a part-time / hobby / fun thing, you just get so many ideas, and it really is just, I don't want to say re-energizing because I'm always excited to do this, but it just provides a different perspective on it. And I wouldn't be that excited about it if you guys were, you know, didn't support and enjoy the channel as well and leave comments and just, you know, thank you guys. Thank you. I always try to end the videos and thank you guys for watching. And I hope that never loses meaning because I really do appreciate it. And yeah, thank you guys. So I hope to see you guys tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Dan Gheesling for Shooting Stars Live with Wolves at My Door. And if you're unable to catch it, the VODs will be posted after. But make sure you come live because that's more fun. Anyways, I will see you guys and have a great week.